Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frisky Fridays with Lauren, live Q&A. Today is August 11th, 2017, and we're going to be digging into a really cool topic, which is job changes, career development, and business creation. How to make the wait time, the in-between time, the transition time, more easeful and actually add some rapidity to it where things actually start moving for you a lot faster than they are currently. This Frisky Fridays is an amazing opportunity to be able to ask questions for what is up with you, and that is where the content from today's video came from. Miss Blair sent in this question, so we're going to be digging into that in just a second. But I invite you to sit back, relax, enjoy this 10-minute video or so, and see what it can shift and change in your own life. I am Lauren Polly. I am an international best-selling author and award-winning author of The Other Side of Bipolar. I'm a life coach and international motivational speaker. I am extremely enthusiastic into allowing people to go past any limitation they have and really start living on the lighter side of life. And to me, this whole idea of Frisky Fridays is amazing because frisky means playful and full of energy, which is something I find we are severely lacking in our lives. Not only do we live our life on autopilot or unenthusiastically or kind of half dead a lot, we actually don't utilize the energy that we have available to be able to make changes in our life and to go bigger and bolder. And that is something that's not only easily accessible, it's also easily learned. These applied energetics, something that I teach and practice myself. So that's what we're going to be diving into during this series. Blair sent in this question last week for this episode. She said, I love more peace, ease while in one job and manifesting another. I seem to do a flip-flop dance of being calm, cool, and collected, happy and fine, and very peaceful at one job, feeling more excited and expectant for the next one to come. But then chaos and drama erupts at my current job, and where I have to manage a bunch of employees, and I feel like I'm barely hanging on. I go into, dear God, please help me, and bring the next job ASAP. Now, this angst that she's having, this anxiety, and this kind of like need for something to change right now is something I'm sure a lot of you all can relate to. Whether you are starting a business and are just waiting for that bubble to burst where you get to do it full time, or whether there's a job out there that just will offer something different than the one you currently have, whether that's an entire career shift or just a new environment and new people, those transition times waiting for the next one to come or looking at how to create it can be quite stressful. The thing is, it doesn't have to be when we start looking at the energetics of it. What happens so frequently when we are in this transition period is we get super frustrated. This frustration can lead us either one into giving up altogether and settling for what we've got. Please don't do that. There's a lot more possible out there. You just have to look for the possibilities when they come. The other thing that we do is we go into extreme frustration and hyper drive, where we have to do it all ourselves. We have to act quickly, and there's almost this like desperation thing that happens. So before you know it, there's a push, there's a force, and a tunnel vision starts to come. It's almost like the energy of banging your head against the wall. And how often does that actually create anything besides giving you a big headache? Not the best way to go about it. So I want to invite you into this different possibility here. It sounds a little odd at first, but just hang with me. When you wake up in the morning, I would like you to ask the question, where is the job that's looking for me? Where is the business that's looking for me? Where are the revenue streams that are looking for me? Because you may not be looking for one job. Maybe what feels light and fun for you and will burst you forth with enthusiasm is having multiple things you can play with that add in money into your life. Those are revenue streams. So you can ask those three questions depending on which one pops. Where's the job? Where's the business? And where are the revenue streams that are already looking for me? Now, what this does, it actually opens you up into the truth of the universe, which is the universe has your back. This is a common saying these days. It's getting out there more and more. It is a truth and absolutely how things work, whether you've acknowledged it before or not. The universe has your back. Also, and deeper than that, the universe is here waiting to co-create with you, which means that you can ask for something and allow the universe to deliver it. Now, what a lot of people do with this, they go into more of a metaphysical idea, checkout land, or kind of out into the ethers, where they think if they ask something of the universe, their job is just to kind of sit still and let it come. That's actually not super practical. I like applying the energetics with practicality. So you ask the universe, you employ it, you say, yes, I'm looking for that job. Where's the job looking for me? That opens you up to receiving. But from there, it's time to take action. Strange concept, I get it. Look at it from this perspective. If you knew someone was looking for you, you knew they were out there looking for you, would you be more likely to go to different places that you knew they may be? When you get to those places where you knew they may be, would you be more likely to be present? Would you have your ears open? Would you have your eyes open? Would you take a broader perspective to take in the whole room to look for that person? Would you be more likely to engage with anyone or anything that could point you in that direction? When you ask this question of where's the job that's out there looking for me, it puts you into that energy and that position. It starts to open you up to curiosity. It opens you up to exploration. It opens your perspective to start looking at the little steps you can take to meet that thing that's looking for you. That's a very different way than that angst and that frustration that we go into where we think we have to have it all figured out before we even get going. Life doesn't work that way. Very rarely is it you know your destination and you reverse engineer it in such a way where every single step is laid out. Actually and energetically, it's very different. It's you making one choice at a time in the moment with the knowledge of your target in the long run that actually allows you to go there and beyond and have all sorts of unexpected and magical things show up along the way. I have seen this personally in my own life. This is how I wrote my award-winning book. This is how I started an international life coaching business. This is how I became a medical speech pathologist at the top hospitals in the country. It wasn't with the idea of I'm going to do this and here's every single step along the way. It was me being aware of the living I would like to have, what I had to offer the world and to other people in that realm. And then me showing up in different situations, different places and spaces where I knew those things may be. I kept my eyes open, I kept my ears open, I was willing to engage, and I was willing to act. Now that energy actually opens things up a lot faster than you either getting frustrated and pushing your way through, or of course giving up and just settling. So that is my advice for this whole business creation, job changing, looking for a new job, whatever it is that you're playing with right now. Come out of the frustration. Don't give up, please, please, please. Start to ask that question every morning. Where's the business that's looking for me? Where's the job that's looking for me? Where are the revenue streams that are looking for me? Your job from there, follow the energy. Wherever you get a hit, you get interest, you get a pop, you get a lightness, follow that. Whether that's going on monsters.com and throwing your resume up there, whether that's contacting old employers, whether that's being able to go out and just have conversations with people who are connected to the same thing that you desire, you may get a wealth of information that you can start to utilize. There is rarely, if ever, one path that you can take, the one path to rule them all. The path is actually an active, creative edge that all of us are playing on constantly. So this energetics is asking the question and just showing up for the possibilities will make it more easeful because you're allowing that path to be one of your own choosing, one of your own creation, and one where you can hopefully enjoy the hell out of along the way. I hope this was helpful for you. If you look above the video here, you're going to see a link. It is to a published article that I wrote last year for Chic Galleria, all about business is a journey, not a destination. It has some more tips. It has more energy and inspiration and kind of goes through my own winding path of how I ended up here and where I continue to go from here too. Again, this is not something that I thought in the long run was my definition of what my life would like to be, but it was something that got created in the play and the creative mobility of me being present, showing up, and allowing the universe to bring to me in a co-creative way what wanted to engage with me. It's a very different space to come from. Please like this video, share, comment. That way other people can find it as well. And in the comments down below, write your questions and your topics that you would like me to cover, and we can dig into that on the next episode. I'd like to make this as relevant for you as possible and really be a contribution to lightening your own load, whatever that looks like in this 10 seconds. All right. You've been watching Frisky Fridays with Lauren, and I hope to see you soon.